Hello everyone, I'm Meta-Luban. The year 2021 is a milestone for the cryptocurrency industry. BTC's annual return on investment has reached over 50%. During this period, their price reached a record high at $69,000 at one point and even slammed to $28,800 at another point. This year also witnesses the statements by some big names, the participation of institutions in the market, the coming of Metaverse, the implementation of national policies, all of which have influenced the price of crypto coins. The changes in the market are just like riding a roller coaster. The surge in the price of mainstream crypto coins at the beginning of the year drove the increase in all coins prices, but the prices took a nosedive at the end of May. In these rises and falls, some people made a buck by predicting the red trend, and others were less careful and suffered a huge loss. After experiencing hesitation in purchasing, witnessing the madness and rationality, I would doubt whether you are still a firm supporter of the market and are willing to embrace the next bull market and bear market. In this article, we will bring you through the events and people who have influenced the cryptocurrency industry in 2021. The year 2021 has witnessed the intensive remarks by big names on the cryptocurrency industry. The remarks by the richest man on earth and the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, were the ones that you cannot miss. At the beginning of February, Mr. Musk announced that Tesla had bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and customers can purchase a Tesla with Bitcoins. After this announcement, the price of Bitcoin surged 20% to $50,000. At the beginning of May, Mr. Musk claimed that Dogecoin was the best cryptocurrency in the universe and the best meme. However, on May the 13th, he suddenly shifted his attitude and announced it was not environmental friendly to take Bitcoins, and Bitcoins cannot be used to purchase a Tesla anymore. Every time Mr. Musk made a statement, the price of Bitcoin would fluctuate. Therefore, he is definitely the most influential one in the cryptocurrency industry. He is a man declaring that the Earth is not where he would be willing to die, and he dreams of immigrating to Mars. This man, no matter how you see him, whether a real supporter of cryptocurrency or a money digger, has undoubtedly promoted the influence of Bitcoin in the world. In July, the former CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, publicly announced for the first time that Bitcoin would be a big part of Twitter's future. Mr. Dorsey has always been a firm supporter of Bitcoin. However, on November 29th, he resigned and devoted himself into his own company Square, which has dived deeply into cryptocurrency. El Salvador, a seldom-known northern Central American country, whose president, Nayib Bukele, announced to make Bitcoin legal tender and to build a Bitcoin city. Successful or not, these two announcements made the small country heard and stand out in the cryptocurrency industry. Of course, there were also opposite opinions. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have expressed their pessimism towards Bitcoin. In 2017, Mr. Buffett wrote in Forbes that Bitcoin is not a value-producing asset. It's a real bubble in that sort of thing. In 2020, he claimed that I don't own any cryptocurrency and I never will. Mr. Munger also said directly to Berkshire Hathaway's annual shareholder meeting that he hates the Bitcoin success. Progress can not only come without controversies. What do you think of the value of Bitcoin? If those remarks by big names can be only regarded as personal opinions, the constant investments from institutions can be seen as silent support to cryptocurrency. Big institutions and enterprises, for example Grayscale, MicroStrategy, Bridgewater Associates, and Tesla, have increased their holding of cryptocurrencies one after another, boosting the investment confidence of ordinary investors. On October the 19th, ProShares, a U.S. financial provider, rang the NYSE bell, marking the birth of the first American futures ETF related to Bitcoin. This is a historical breakthrough and a milestone for the industry. North America's coin mining companies such as Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, and Genesis purchased hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin mining machines from world-leading manufacturers, including Bayman, Canaan, and MicroBT to promote their hash rate share and market values. According to the U.S. National Bureau of Economic Research, up until the end of last year, around 5.5 million Bitcoins were held by institutions, while 8.5 million Bitcoins were held by individuals. For example, Grayscale invested over 700,000 Bitcoins. There is also rising demand for derivative financial services of cryptocurrency. Up until now, there have been over 30 banks that provide services directly to companies with digital assets. International payments giants such as Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal also support cryptocurrency payment and include cryptocurrency as a way of clearing. Old-fashioned payment companies have realized that the market and public views are changing gradually. Investing in digital currency may only be a way to go against the inflation, But the development of blockchain technology in 2021 has broadened the usage of digital currency. On July 1st, 2021, a bill took effect in Wyoming, recognizing decentralized autonomous organizations as limited liability companies. As one of the most important innovations in the cryptocurrency industry, DAOs will be the second breakthrough after the use of blockchain in digital currency. Blockchain has enabled decentralized finance and non-fungible token, and this year, this technology supports a surge in GameFi. Famous Wars was launched on August 1st, 2021, and its players increased exponentially by 50 times within 3 months. Axie was launched in December 2017 and went viral around Southeast Asia. The number of daily active users of Axie is now over 1.5 million, and the daily revenue of the company is over 17.5 million. This year, the play-to-earn mode of blockchain-enabled games attracts a huge number of users, including celebrities and property tycoons who crazily grab land of Metaverse and sandbox. Are you following the trend in this new wave of wealth-making myths? Here, I want to warn you to be careful when you are after these hypes, because the more attractive they look, the bigger bubble they will create. The renaissance of Metaverse seems to have opened the door to a brand new world in front of us. In October, the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, announced to change the company's name to Meta. This movement was followed by many other companies, bringing Metaverse to a new height. Whether the future is as rosy as those people have described is something we are going to wait and see. As an emerging industry, the wild growth of cryptocurrency is also under the influence of national policies. Policies are like the sword of Damocles, warning the participants to be extremely careful. Regulations of cryptocurrency exchange platforms were first implemented in the US, followed by the UK, Canada, South Korea, and Japan. Exchange platforms such as Binance, Huobi, and OKEX started to play the cat-and-mouse game with regulators. How will the regulation be changed is unpredictable, and whether there will be a final balance stroke between politicians and industry participants is still unknown. However, because of a ban from the Chinese government about blocking Bitcoin mining and trading on May 21st, a radical change of the hash rate share took place in the international cryptocurrency industry. The hash rate share in China accounted for over 65% before this policy was implemented, while the US only accounted for 7%, let alone other nations. But after that, the international hash rate slumped to 90 EH per second from 180 EH per second. Luckily, by December 13th, the hash rate has recovered to 183 EH per second. During the past 6 months, mining machines have been transferred and begun their new work in new places, and there is a growing trend for the hash rate. The computing power that used to belong to China was mainly transferred to the countries that have more flexible policies of cryptocurrencies, such as the US, Canada, Russia, Kazakhstan, and so on. This big transfer marked a radical shift in the industry and provided a chance for the industry participants to grow and develop. Capital determines the market. Since the outbreak of COVID epidemic at the end of 2019, there has been international economic turmoil, resulting in geopolitical issues, regional conflicts, and other issues. Governments, therefore, have adopted loose monetary policies, leading to inflation. The most typical example is the United States. According to relevant data, the Consumer Price Index in the US rose 6.9% year-on-year in November, which was the highest level of inflation in nearly 40 years. Hence, to avoid the devaluation of wealth, there was an almost instinctively flow of hot money into the cryptocurrency market, where there is a better return of investment. Predictably, cryptocurrencies will continue to be popular with both institutional and individual investors. However, there is a high probability of the Fed increasing the interest rate in 2022. Therefore, it is impossible to predict the future price of the cryptocurrency unless we can travel into the future. From the official birth of Bitcoin on January 3rd, 2009 to December 13th this year, miners have dug out 18,899,350 Bitcoins, accounting for 90% of its total amount. The influence of Bitcoin has also been growing with all the controversies and obstacles. Next month will mark the 12th anniversary of the birth of Bitcoin. Happy 12th birthday to you, Bitcoin. A high expectancy is surrounding the cryptocurrency industry in 2022, as there is a larger usage of blockchain technology, broader consensus, and continuous participation of institutions. No matter where you are, who you are, you must have heard of Bitcoin because of this unpreventable trend of globalization and the development of technologies. This is a power of consensus, which is also the original vision of making Bitcoin. Hope to see you in the future Metaverse, building and sharing a common world. Meta-Luban will always be with you in the blockchain.